Hi everyone, my name is Jess and welcome back to another episode of Jess Tries to Booktube. That was stupid. Hi everyone, I know it's been a while, I'm not going to go on about that because no one really cares, but I'm trying to get more into making videos about books because that's what I'm here for. I thought I'd try and get back into making some videos by starting off with a Christmas book haul and combined New Year TBR thing. Basically, I'm going to talk you through all the books I got for Christmas, which was a lot. I was very, very lucky to receive all the gifts I did this year, including many, many books from the people that know me so well, and I'm incredibly grateful. So I'm going to walk you through everything that I got, talk a little bit about them, and yeah, so without further ado, let's get into it. So this first lot of books that I'm about to show you were from my mum for Christmas. My mum admitted that she didn't know at all what to get me, so she was like, just write me a list and I'll see what I can do. She managed to find all the books that I wrote on my list. The first lot of books that my mum bought me for Christmas was obviously on my list, and they are the last 3 books in the Raven Cycle series by Maggie Stiefvater. Oh, there we go, you can see them. So I was given The Dream Thieves, Blue Lily Lily Blue, and The Raven King. I already have the first book, which is Raven Boys, and basically I asked for them because this year I read the entire series after owning the Raven Boys for many years. Read the whole series and it became one of my instant favourites, but I could only get them at the library. Mum very kindly bought them for me, so I have the whole collection that I can reread, and I'm super excited to reread them. The second book that my mum got me for Christmas was They Both Die at the End by Adam Silvera. I recently read History Is All You Left Me by Adam, and I enjoyed it, and I love the idea of this book, which I'm sure you know of already if you're watching this. I've heard really great things about it, and I'm really excited to read more. The next book that my mum bought me should have been joined in with maybe the other ones that I just showed you, but it is All the Crooked Saints by Maggie Stiefvater, and everyone on this channel knows that I really love Maggie's writing, and when I saw this came out, it was one of those ones that I was like, oh, I should buy it and read it, but I've just got so much to read right now, like I can't justify buying another book for myself, so I put it on my Christmas list instead. I love the way the cover looks. I don't know too much about it, like I haven't really read the back or anything about it in great detail, but I know I'm going to enjoy it just because it's Maggie. The final book that my mum bought me for Christmas is one that I'm literally so excited about. I can't wait to read it, and I'm literally like counting down the days until I can because I'm trying to find the best time to read it. The final book is The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue by Mackenzie Lee, and I am literally, everyone's been talking about this for months. Everyone that I ever watch or even speak to has been talking about this. I'm very excited to dive into this world of a genre that really I would never even consider because it's technically historical fiction, but it's like gay historical fiction, and it's like funny gay historical fiction, which is just words that in my head don't really go together. These next 2 books were actually gifted to me by my auntie and my cousins. So the first book that they bought for me was How Hard Can It Be by Allison Pearson. I literally had never heard of this before I opened it, and it is huge, but I have a feeling it's going to be very similar to a couple of Dawn French's books that I've read, and also very similar to like Bridget Jones, that sort of thing. I'm excited to give this one a go. Don't mind this shadow, by the way, that is the shadow of my chair because I'm trying a different setup today and it's not going very well. The second book that my cousins bought me was one that I did ask for. They were like, what do you want for Christmas? And so I said books or a book, and they said which one? So I sent them this. This is How to Be Champion by Millican. It was one of those books that I would never buy for myself just because I would never get around to it, but I do love a good autobiography, memoir type of book, you know, like I do love a good book like that. I'm excited to read this. I think I'm going to be chuckling away to myself constantly while reading this. This next one was gifted to me by my stepmom and my dad, which is Secrets from the Mad by Dodie. Now, if you don't know who Dodie is, she is a songwriter, singer and YouTuber, and she often makes videos and writes songs about her journey with her mental health. And this whole book is like a little memoir collection of poems, stories, little drawings, photos. it's basically, it's going to be one that I can really dip into whenever I'm feeling sad or reflective, or even just need a pick-me-up. The next book that I got for Christmas was actually gifted to me by my best friend, so thank you, Sophie, for this book. I know you're watching, so stop. And that is Girl Online on Tour by Zoe Sugg. I'm not going to pretend you don't know who Zoe Sugg is, because we all know you know who she is. This is the second book in Zoe's Girl Online series. I did read Girl Online, the first book, literally years ago. I got it for Christmas about 3 years ago, and I did enjoy it. It was cute and it was fun and just like a light read. It's definitely for younger readers, but I am excited to read the next one. This next book was gifted to me by one of my other close friends, Robbie, so thank you very much, Robbie, if you're watching. He bought me The Four Legendary Kingdoms by Matthew Reilly, and it's an interesting one. I opened it and I was sort of like, okay, this looks different to what I would normally read, but honestly I'm actually very excited to read it from reading the back and everything. It's technically a thriller, like an adult thriller, but it's got like hints of like the Maze Runner and Hunger Games in it. The next two books that I'm going to be talking about were gifted to me by my boyfriend's nanny. They are The Keeper of Lost Things by Ruth Hogan, which I've had my eye on for a while because look how pretty this cover is, and also It Only Happens in the Movies by Holly Bourne. I've had my eye on these two for a while. They've been on my like Amazon wish list and stuff, and I just keep looking at them whenever I went to the shop, but they were never really high priority for me, but now that I have them, they definitely are, and I'm excited to give them a go. These next two books were given to me by my boyfriend Connor. The first one is Caraval by Stephanie Garber, and he knew that I was looking at it and wanted it was because it looks exactly like my favourite book of all time, which is The Night Circus. And I've heard from loads of people that if I like The Night Circus, which obviously I do, then I'll love this, and it's very similar, it looks very similar, it probably feels very similar when I'm reading it, and the story itself is very sounds very whimsical and magical, and I'm excited to get a bit more magic in my life. And the other book he got me was Bonfire by Krysten Ritter. Krysten Ritter is the girl that plays Jessica Jones in the Netflix Marvel series, I believe. First of all, I love the cover, but I'm really excited to get into this actually. Like, it's going to be one that I'll definitely fly through, like I'll be hooked on it. Like, I can already tell, and I'll probably finish it in like a few hours. Like, it's not that long, but I'm definitely going to be hooked on it. Next three books are ones that I actually bought myself the other day. Not that I needed any more, but I bought them. Bought them because my cousin got me a book voucher as my Christmas present, and we were in town, and I was like, oh, just have a look, like I'll just see what's out there and see what I might want to buy in the future. I bought three books. The first one is Simon versus the Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda by Becky Albertalli, and I know it's a surprise that I haven't read this already because it's like the film's coming out soon and I really want to see the film, and that's partly why I got it. The next book that I bought myself was The Nowhere Girls by Amy Reed. Literally the only reason I got this was because of Emma Books. She read this and raved about it. Like, she said it was one of her top favourite books of the year. It's gonna remind me a lot of Moxie. It might be a bit more serious than Moxie was, and I'm gonna just love it. I can already tell. The final book I bought myself was Genuine Fraud by E. Lockhart, and I heard about this one. I heard good things from this one from Hannah Witten. That was who it was. E. Lockhart wrote We Were Liars, which I also read maybe last year, maybe this year. It might have been last year. But I loved that. I absolutely loved the twists and turns that it took and how serious and like dark it was. It was one of my favourite books of last year, and this one I'm really excited about. I have one more left, one more, just one, and that is a book that Connor's parents bought me for Christmas. An incredibly generous gift. So I mentioned earlier about how The Night Circus is my favourite book of all time. You remember that? My favourite book of all time is The Night Circus. They got me a first edition hardback cover copy of The Night Circus, but that's not all. That's not all. It's signed. Honestly, when I opened it, I was like screaming internally. I I'm so grateful for this. It is honestly one of the best presents ever, and it's so cool. So that is all the books that I received for Christmas 2017 and all the books that are currently on my 2018 TBR. I hope all of you guys had a great Christmas and have an incredible new year as well. So thank you for watching. If you liked my video, give it a thumbs up or subscribe if you want to see more of my stuff. I have a few ideas coming up and I'm really excited to make more videos in the new year. Bye!